Imagine a movie that bombs at the box office, yet still manages to turn a profit. Sounds like a paradox, right? But that's exactly what's happening with Sydney Sweeney's latest film, Americana. Despite its underwhelming opening weekend, which raked in a mere $500,000, the studio behind it, Lionsgate, is confident that the movie will eventually make a profit. But how is this possible? To understand this, let's dive into the world of movie distribution and the strategies that studios use to make money from their films. The opening weekend of Americana was, to put it mildly, disappointing. With a per-screen average of $436, the film barely made a dent in the box office rankings, coming in at 19th place among domestic releases. However, Lionsgate isn't losing sleep over this. In fact, the studio believes that Americana will turn an easy profit when all is said and done. But here's where it gets interesting. The studio's logic behind this claim is rooted in the way they approach movie distribution. You see, Lionsgate operates on a different business model compared to other major studios. While they do release big-budget franchise movies, they also produce and distribute a large number of smaller films, often with limited marketing and a more targeted push. These films are usually released under the Lionsgate Premier Releasing banner and can go direct to streaming or open in theaters and on digital platforms day and date or after a short theatrical window. Some recent examples of successful films released under this model include Sisu and Fall, which each made $7.2 million domestically. And this is the part most people miss. As many as 95% of these smaller films do turn a profit after they've run their course in theaters, PVOD, and SVOD. So how does Americana fit into this business model? Well, Lionsgate acquired the film for $3 million, but they also licensed it internationally, which means they're only holding the bag for about half of that, or $1.5 million. The film's marketing, which includes theatrical trailers, digital promotions, and even Sydney Sweeney posting about the film on her Instagram, adds another $3 million to the total cost. Now, let's do some back-of-the-napkin math. The studio expects the movie to leg out to about $1.5 million in theaters. But they also expect to take in a few million from home entertainment sales, Pay 1 licensing to a streamer like Starz or Netflix, or international windows. By putting the film on as many as 1,100 screens, Lionsgate is creating awareness for the movie, which can pay off down the road. And if Americana happens to pop up on Netflix's top 10 list, it could even get a small financial boost. By the time all this is said and done, Americana could be looking at a profit of about $1.5 million, which, as it turns out, was more or less the plan all along. But let's not confuse Americana for being a hit. In an ideal world, the film would have a final box office at least twice what it's now expected to reach. And so would the profit. Like Sisu, which also opened wider and got a heftier marketing push, the studio believed Americana had some upside to it, thanks in part to Sydney Sweeney's star power. And unlike most of their titles that get a 17-day window, Americana will be in theaters exclusively for 30 days. It's also worth noting that the film's financiers, Braun, had different expectations when they initially produced Americana for around $9 million. The fact that the film has been sitting on the shelf for 2 years since it first opened at SXS in 2023 is a testament to the challenges of getting a movie released, especially when the production company declares bankruptcy. But Lionsgate is pretty good at getting ancillary business from home entertainment and digital releases, often outperforming other studios in this area. Action movies and genre films tend to do especially well after their theatrical run, which is why Lionsgate keeps making movies with Jason Statham or Gerard Butler. So what's the takeaway from all this? It's that Lionsgate's business model is designed to make money from a variety of sources, not just the box office. By releasing a mix of big-budget and small-budget films, they can mitigate risks and create opportunities for profit. And as for Sydney Sweeney, one underwhelming box office opening isn't going to make her any less of a bankable star. But here's the question. Do you think this business model is sustainable in the long run? Or is it just a way for studios to make a quick profit? Let us know in the comments. And this is where it gets controversial. Some might argue that this model prioritizes profit over quality, leading to a flood of low-budget films that lack the polish and production value of bigger movies. Others might see it as a way for studios to take risks on new talent and innovative storytelling. What do you think? Should studios prioritize profit or quality? Join the discussion and let us know your thoughts.